Back. In the last video, I did explain to you how you can use parenting and display flags, justify content, and align items. Today, I'm going to teach you about the difference between some text tags, and we have multiple, but the most common is the H1, and that's like the most important title or header in the website. Like you can use it to uh, write your website name or something really important that should take the focus of the eye. And let's make it, for example, hello, TikTok. And you have also H2, and that's slightly smaller than this, but also bigger than the H3 and the H4. And all of those have the same purpose, like you have to print or type something important but in a bigger text than the others. And you also have paragraph, and that's like to separate different blocks from each others. Like now we have the H1. Let's give it a class H1. H1, so we can style it, and H1, and let's give it a background color of like color. If you want to style the text, you need to use color, no background color. Let's give it color black. And we go to the page, and we have the text we just typed. And if I type the hello TikTok 2 and the H2 tag, it's going to be smaller than the H1. Like how farther you go, how smaller the text get. Like for example, H2, and to give it a color of blue. Now you're going to notice the text is smaller than this, and like 3 is smaller than 2, 4 is smaller than 3, and we have paragraph, and it's also like sort of a text, but it's not used very optional. Like it's not used, it's optional to use. More of the developers prefer to use H1 and H2 and those tags because it's easier to read after a long period of time. Like let's say hello TikTok 3, and we go to the style, and we give it a color P1, color green, and we refresh. You can see it's like smaller because you have to style it yourself. Like by the H1, H2, and H3, etc. The styling and the text font and the size comes pre-styled. By the paragraph, you need to type font size and give it a size, like for example 20 pixels. And now it's getting bigger, and you need to add like font size, font family, and also style it yourself. And now it's bigger, but now I need to put more effort in the P than the H style or tag. So the H1, H2, H3, and etc. are more used often because it's easier to style and easier to read after a long time of period when you're going back to the code you just wrote. So that will be it for today, and let me know what I should explain next.